Look, I know it's tough to find silver linings in times like these, after losses like this, but I do have some good news to share, at least where I'm at. Golf courses opened up yesterday. Just in time.
Sucker blue. I don't want to overact. What was that? This is going to be a good year. Not too shabby. The best game ever.
Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 74 has concluded for the Hawks as they lose in Colorado to the Avalanche by a score of 4-2, 3-2, then with an empty netter. Nevertheless, it's a loss for the Hawks, their third straight loss at a time when they can't really afford to lose. Apologies straight away here. This game was an early afternoon game, 2 o'clock p.m. Central Time, drop of the puck. But unfortunately, I had a beer league game right after the Hawks game ended, so I couldn't get to this Hawks recap video until, well, at night here. I wish I could tell you I scored a goal, I played well, but that didn't happen. I played like crap tonight. So, yeah, not really any good news for you there, but yeah, apologies for that. Apologies for getting this video up later than it really should have been. Now, in general, I thought the Hawks actually played pretty decently in this game. Not great, but not bad. They were in this game. It was an even game. It could have gone either way for pretty much this entire game up until the empty netter with about 2.5 minutes left. The Hawks defense, I thought, played pretty well. They didn't really give up a whole lot of great chances for the Avalanche's offense. Now, it does help that the Avalanche were missing 2/3 of their top line. Landeskog and Rantanen were both out. But the defense, not bad. It's not the reason they lost this game. The reason they lost this game was, well, mostly special teams, and also our offense has gone cold for a couple of games now, not generating enough quality chances. Now, the first period didn't have any goals, but that's not to say it was boring. It was actually pretty exciting. There was good pace to the period, up and down the ice action, not a lot of stoppages, but not a lot of shots. Both teams' defenses doing a good job limiting the other team's offenses. Grubauer and Crawford both did well with the shots they did face, and so we go into the second period with the score 0-0. Unfortunately, 3 minutes into the second period, the Avalanche would get on the board first with a nice redirect from none other than JT Compher. Of course it was Compher. He played fantastic last time these two teams met, but a nice redirect gets by Crawford. Nothing that Crawford could really do there. It would have been nice if Forsling gave a little bit more pressure to Compher, but a redirect is a redirect. It's a nice play. It's hard to defend, and you just kind of have to tip your cap sometimes at that. The Avalanche make a play. They're up 1-0. About 2 minutes later, the Hawks would make a play. Top line out on the forecheck. Kane giving pressure behind the net to the puck carrier. Creates a turnover. Comes straight to Sekera, who has another golden opportunity to get his first career goal. How many opportunities is he going to get? But Grubauer pokes it away from him. Goes straight to Taze's stick. And, well, he knows how to score. He's no stranger to that. And so this game is tied up 1 apiece. Then midway through this second period, the Hawks make some mistakes that end up kind of costing them this game. Gustafsson would commit a penalty after losing his stick, and then right after that, Camp would high stick a dude, which would draw blood, which means it's a 4-minute double minor, and all that adds up to the Blackhawks, last place penalty kill unit in the league, getting to defend a 5-on-3. The Hawks would almost squeak out the kill in this one, but unfortunately Colin Wilson would get the goal with about 20 seconds left on the 5-on-3, puts the Avalanche up 2-1 at a crucial time in this game, and this would actually be the score heading into the third period. A minute and a half into the third period, though, the Avalanche would increase their lead with a nice redirect in front by Andrighetto. It's an even game, but the Avalanche are finding ways to get goals. They're getting these redirects. They're making plays. And the Hawks just aren't. They're not even getting really to the front of the net and creating these same type of opportunities. Now, when Strome first came to the Hawks, it seemed like that changed a bit and we were getting good net front presence, but that's kind of tapered off recently. I don't know why. The Hawks would have a power play opportunity a couple minutes after that, and it looked good. They had some really good looks, but they just couldn't find a way to get it into the back of the net. And when the power play was just on fire about a month ago, you saw DeBrincat and Kane they had no problem getting the puck in the back of the net. But now DeBrincat's whiffing, or he's just not getting all of it, or he's just missing the net with the shot. It's just not going in on the power play for the Hawks, and it's frustrating. And that's why the power play, or one of the reasons why the power play has gone cold. Now, with about 8 minutes left to go in this game, the Blackhawks would actually make this a one-goal game. Gustafsson with a one-timer from the point. Grubauer sliding way too far over. Cannot get back. Nice shot from Gus hitting the inside of the post, going in. His 16th goal of the year. Really nice to have that kind of productivity on offense from a defenseman. Obviously, his defense needs work, but you don't really want to understate how great his offense has been. But when Kane and DeBrincat and most of the offense isn't scoring and you're relying on guys like Gustafsson to get you goals, it's not really going to work out very well. With about 2.5 minutes remaining in the game, Blackhawks have possession, getting it into the offensive zone. So the Blackhawks pull Crawford to get the extra skater, but unfortunately, right as Crawford gets pulled, Kane turns the puck over, which ends up becoming an empty net goal for Derek Brassard. And that's how this game would end, 4-2 in favor of the bad guys. Now, like I said, I didn't think the Hawks played all that poorly in this game. The Avalanche just made more plays. The Hawks just made a couple more mistakes. And at the NHL level, that can be the difference in this game. And it just comes at a poor time when the Hawks really, really can't afford to lose, especially in regulation, trying to make a playoff push. So with the loss tonight in this game to the Avalanche, I believe that means that the Hawks' tragic number is now at 10. It was 13 going into this game. And the guy who calculates those waits until all the games are done at the end of the night. But as I'm filming this, as late as I'm filming this, there are still games going on. So I don't have an actual source for this. But I think with the Hawks losing, that would be -2 points from the tragic number, and then the last wild card spot going up a point because the Avalanche go up to 80 points, 1 point ahead of the Wild, who lost tonight. The Coyotes lost in a shootout tonight. They are 1 point back of the Avalanche now. So basically, the wild card spot goes up by 1. Blackhawks lost, so that's 2 points there. So add those two together, that's 3. Take that away from the tragic number, I believe is now 10, but don't quote me on it. So the Hawks are 6 points back with 8 games remaining. They're not technically eliminated. They're not technically in must-win mode, but for all intents and purposes, it is must-win from here on out. Avalanche and Hawks play again tomorrow. Varlamov in net for the Avs, and he's been absolutely spectacular whenever he plays at the United Center, so not looking forward to that. But after this game with the Avalanche and then the Coyotes, the Hawks have to play the Sharks, the Jets, the Preds, the Blues. They have a lot of tough games to end this year. Yeah. Probably be best to start shaking the rust off your swing. With that, thank you so much for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sorry once again that it's as late as it is, but let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always, but most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you again real soon.